Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Welcome into Ultimate Autographs. I am Mike Napolitano here in the break room. It is a Tuesday here hosting. My co-host and producer Rip was on pretty much all day today with Marathon Monday, so we want to give his voice a little rest. We don't want to burn him out because then otherwise I will be co-hostless. But Rip Camelucci, how are you doing?
I am a husk of myself, but I'm here for you.
He is here indeed. He's going to be working the keys for us. I am going to be working the break page, but so are you because you're going to be jumping into these breaks. And, of course, let's get into our usual show setup as always. Hope you're doing well out there. Good morning, everybody. Sound off in the chat. Make sure that you are joining in with us, and let's get these breaks going. I knew we were a couple into the New Jerseys, I believe it was. So, excuse me, my nose is all itchy. I promise I'm not picking my nose and touching the boxes. That'd be gross. But, yeah, we are a couple into the New Jersey, so we'll get to that full rundown on what we're close on. In the meantime, we've got to do our dice roll. Dice roll needs to be a 6 or higher. Well, looks like yesterday they rolled a perfect 3 and 3 doubles, so they would have rolled again. No, I'm just kidding. That would have been a perfect 6. Let's see what we can get today. Rip, any guesses?
I think it's going to be 24.
Yeah, he's got 24. I've got 3,722. So let's see what we get here. I did click roll again. It is spinning, trying to connect. So it's not like we rolled another perfect 6. It is an 8. We're getting an 8 here this morning. Not too bad. That's a decent number. Let's get that thrown in here. And now to head over to the Wheel of Names. Now, we have our specialty series, including our usual mainstays. You know, we have the jerseys and the minis and even the practice squad. Those are our lower end price point series. Easiest way, cheapest way to win a Speed Flex is that practice squad, and we'll break that down for you. Oh my goodness, is it loaded? Brand new practice squad, but we also have brand new minis compared to what we had yesterday. I guess I shouldn't say brand new. It's new to me, but you guys have been playing with these for a little bit.
Hey, it's like we always say, if I ain't seen it, it's new to me.
It's new to me. It's new to me. So those will be exciting. Go ahead and get your spots in there, but you also can get your spots in the Vault and the Diamonds. Those are going to be more of our full-size helmet series other than the Mixer Practice Squad. You've got the Diamonds that are always Authentics or better, and then we know the Vault is a nice little price point right there. Absolutely loaded between the two of those, plus that practice squad. So we still have plenty of names and great ratios to go. Let's talk about some of those specialty series we have in the room. That would be the depth chart series. We still have that final box in depth chart. It's one box. We know it's not a headliner, so it is going to call for an upgrade. You could either go home with whatever's in that box plus a $75 gift card, or you can get an upgraded item. How about the Game Day series? Game Day is still moving nicely. We've got a couple of things that we should be chasing in there, hint, hint, but also a couple speed flexes as well that I was referring to. College Lottery is staying hot. I'm about to count these speed flexes for you guys during the show because there are so many on the board. It is ridiculous. Let's go ahead and spin this wheel. Rip, what do you think we're going to land on? Or what do you want to see us land on?
We're going to land on the 1 and 4.
Yeah, he says the 1 and 4. In fact, it is not going to be. Oh, it is the College Lottery.
College Lotto's a wheel spin magnet.
It is. That was what we had yesterday at the 9 a.m. Did you have it anywhere
Yeah.
throughout the rest of the day?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That and the draft day. What more do you need?
Exactly.
You cretins.
College Lottery, if I could spell, will be our Chase Wheel Spin. So, as you know, you can jump into the Chase Wheel Spin and or jump into this College Lottery, and you'll be entered into that Chase Wheel Spin. And that is an opportunity after every show to win an Ultimate Autographs gift card. College Lottery. There we go. Jeff August, are we going to play another round of who has more Twitter followers? I'd like to nap around 11 if so. No? Did you play Twitter followers yesterday? Was that your show?
I was throwing up Hail Marys, man.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No. I don't use Twitter as much as I should, so we're not going to go with the Twitter followers. Instagram, though, is my jam. I meant to say jive and jam at the same time. Instagram is my jam. But no, we'll refrain from that. We'll get you right into a top to bottom rundown to show you everything that is available here on the break page. Let me actually slide these over just a little bit. No, they're not going to want to move for me this morning. All right, cool. That's fine. That's just going to stay how it is then. Anyways, let's get into our break page. Oh my goodness, if anything wants to load today. Do, 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 do. All right, there we go. All right. Well, that's our practice squad. Let me go to what our Chase Wheel Spin is, which is the lottery series, so that you could get a chance to see this. This is the quad box, so it may look a little pricey to you. But if we go back over here, let's actually take a look at the single. $139 to jump into the single. That's not half bad, especially considering you could walk out of here with a speed flex. Which speed flexes, you ask? Well, how about the one that Rip has been waiting to see all week here? Well, I guess weekend is when this dropped. Ray Lewis on that ripped Miami and Baltimore Ravens speed flex. You've got the gold slate of the Baltimore Ravens style, which just works with the purple and black coloring that the Ravens usually have, but they have that touch of gold in there so every once in a while, and you can see that really shining through on the face mask and the visor, with the face mask being that brush gold and the visor being that really nice magenta. You've got the U on the white lid coming right through the back there. We do have a video of this one, so let me go ahead and show that to you if I can figure out which one is which. Yeah, look at that. I'm too good. All right, look at that. You got that orange and navy blue striping coming down the back over here. Part of that U lid, that Miami. Oh, man, that is sweet. Do you know the you're a Miami fan to an extent? Do you know the history of why it is a U like that? Where did that symbol come from?
Man, I couldn't even tell you.
Because you would think like they'd have like an M, University of Miami, or
Well,
like
I
UM.
mean, they are the U.
The U.
The U.
The U.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still appreciate it. I like it. I just didn't know if there was any backstory to it.
Oh.
That the Ravens logo doesn't need any backstory. That's pretty much cut and dry. I mean, it is a menacing looking raven on the side there.
But that does have the backstory. You know,
But Edgar
we've
Allan
gone
Poe.
over that.
Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe.
How many more times do we need to make literary references?
Quote the Ripster, nevermore.
Never more again will we speak of
Nevermore, yeah.
books.
Yeah. Who reads books? Come on now.
Yeah, Mom.
Gold, oh, there we go. Yep. Gold striping down that front, which provided no room for Ray Lewis to sign on that sweet spot, but he found room nonetheless, still on the gray. Ray Lewis signature with his inscription down at the bottom, that Super Bowl MVP. Very nice right there. You could jump in and get that for as low as $139 for a Ray Lewis ripped Speed Flex that's probably well over $1,500. We've got a Josh Allen in here as well on that Wyoming Cowboys lid. Nice. Josh Allen usually likes to sit right there with the signature, but we had another Josh Allen in which he had to move over. We pulled that yesterday during the morning. That was quite the quad box that we pulled. So, hey, we could do that once more in the 9 a.m. show here with another Josh Allen, this time on his alma mater. It's Rip's mom chiming in. Good to see you, Mrs. DePasquale. Ty Percival says here in Salt Lake, Utah is the U and BYU is the Y. Ah, I see. Okay.
I can't even begin to imagine how many collegiate sketch teams have tried their hands at an Abbott and Costello style who's on first with the U and the Y.
The U and the yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, every semester it must happen.
Yeah.
It's probably required.
There was I don't know if it was in the minor leagues or where it was, but there was a baseball player that reached first base, and he was of Asian descent. His last name was Hoo, H-O-O.
Uh-huh.
So somebody took a picture, and they were like, "It finally happened.
It finally happened.
Who was on first?" We still have in here another guy that they made kind of not quite Abbott and Costello skits about, but I mean, definitely a couple commercials about Bo Knows.
Oh.
Not who, but Bo. Bo Knows football. That's for sure, because he's on this Heisman Speed Flex. He's got that blacked out visor and face mask right there. The gold, man. Oh, that's such a nice gold on there with the signature, with that auto right there, and then the striping going up the Speed Flex. Lions fan 420, that's Derek Kissinger jumping in here. He said, so heard the NFL is filing copyright infractions for posting the multiple false starts not caught by the refs of Eagles tush pushes. Yeah, did you see that one that was like everybody on the Eagles offensive line false started before the ball was snapped?
Are you telling me that the NFL is overly litigious?
Are you telling me that they are a little bit on the rigged side? What? That's
Well,
crazy.
Not that we would get on the NFL's bad side, as we have so much of their wonderful product in the room.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, they're going to be there's going to be mistakes made. Hey, referees are referees. It happens in every sport. It just seemed to happen more so with the Chiefs last year. So I'm kind of happy it's going the other way. Sorry, Common. But that is the deal. Good morning, though, Derek. How are you? On Twitter or X, as Jay August was saying earlier, we're not going back down that route. But you can feel free to follow us on Twitter or X. I'm the Italian bread man, a little before and after, because we used to have Artemi Panarin here in the Chicagoland area, who was the bread man. But I'm Italian, not Russian. So
Bread man.
you are just
At
your
Rich
name?
Cammy.
Rich
on,
Cammy.
All socials. RICHCAMI.
Nice.
You got your Twitter handle and then like the name on there.
Yeah.
I should be coming up as Serotonin O'Brien.
Serotonin O'Brien. I got it. All right. Cool. That's Twitter. Instagram, like he said, just Rich Cammy, and then I'm Mike_Napolitano. So feel free to connect with us if you got any questions.
And we
Feel
will not
free.
be posting any videos of the refs.
No.
You know,
Yeah, because now you can
maybe or
repost
maybe
on
not
Instagram.
doing-
Have you seen that?
What?
You can repost.
Yes,
on
I have
Instagram.
seen that.
It's kind of weird because like people already put stuff to their stories.
Yeah.
But like now, I guess it's more prevalent because it's going to show up in your feed then
It was
when your friends repost
exactly.
it. So
it's
that's
kind of a long time coming.
yeah. I feel like it's been
It's kind
like,
of stuff that I've
like people kind of forgot like oh like we can't back when it was retweeting.
Right.
Now it's just reposting. But people were like oh I wish you could do that with Instagram. Then it kind of like went away the want and the need for that. And then all of a sudden Instagram's like hey remember when you wanted to do this? Well now you can.
You know, a lot of hand wringing over like, you know, the Twitter to X thing or whatever. My biggest thing, it's just the biggest like branding fumble of all time.
Honestly, because nobody knows what to call it anymore. I always
You
call
had tweet, Twitter,
Twitter,
all that
X.
stuff. Like and you had it throughout media.
tweet didn't even mean like Tweety Bird or like
Exactly.
you know
Like
Looney
it
Tunes
was
anymore.
its own thing, ubiquitous, and it had changed to literally nothing.
Right.
So, you know.
Look at how Derek had to put it in here. It's the same way I say it. Twitter/X.
Yeah.
It's a waste. We should just be able to say Twitter. It's so stupid.
Center was so far offside you couldn't even see the ball on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, when you watch the video, yeah, all four of those like helmets and the shoulder pads just start blocking, and then you kind of see the movement from the center, but like you don't even see the ball. Derek agrees with us. Yeah, biggest fumble, especially when you type in an article on X online, it comes up twitter.com. So it's like you should have just named it, kept it Twitter. Justin Herbert is still in here on the Chargers and Oregon Ducks ripped speed flex, and not just any ripped speed flex. Like I mentioned, those two teams are represented in there. But how about the fact that there is that Salute to Service 1.0 going through for the Chargers? And then the Chargers' usual colors are also the Ducks yellow. So you get a little taste of that still in there. Justin Herbert on the white signature, the blacked out face mask and visor. This thing is absolutely sweet. You got that Pac-12 logo on the back, 100 years of the NFL bumper on the back there. A couple of NFL crests. That's pretty nice. And the American flag on that side because this is, like I said, a salute to service, although it's in that nice Oregon Duck yellow. Very, very cool. That is just yet another speed flex that we have in here, one of the custom speed flexes. Now we've gone over 1, 2, 3, 4 helmets. Oh, they're right next to each other. I can't see today. And all 4 of them are speed flexes, guys. So let's keep that rolling with the Calvin Johnson. Why not, right? There's another video of that. You've got Calvin Johnson on a Georgia Tech. Where's it at? Hold on. Nope. No. This is the first time I got one of the clicks wrong on... Nope. There it is. Woo! Very nice right there. You've got the Lions. You've got the Calvin Johnson signature on the sweet spot with Hall of Fame 2021 inscribed right there. The Detroit on that face mask bumper right there. But then, of course, you've got the Lions rip coming through. And then, on top of this, because they are they the Killer Bees? Is that what they are?
The Yellow Jackets.
The Yellow Jackets. I knew it was one of those. You've got that honeycomb pattern going through.
Honeycomb, me one, honeycomb.
Yeah, exactly. Is that the cereal? Yeah. But yeah, man, this thing is just sweet. Love that gold on there. We've got several different shades of gold here in the break room, and all of them are going to be valuable. Cha-ching! And this one is right here with Megatron on the ripped Speed Flex. Love how it's the black-based Detroit helmet with the white really popping on the outline of the blue line.
That's
I mean,
cold, man.
it really transitions nicely and really well. So we've seen a lot of alternates in here in the break room for the Lions, but we don't quite see that right there, especially not on a Calvin Johnson. That is sweet. Until now, I should say, until now. 5 helmets we've gone over, 5 speed flexes. Let's keep that rolling even further with a Virginia Tech Bruce Smith. He's got the Sackman inscription on there. Now, you might be saying, how do you know it's a speed flex? Well, because we were told it's a speed flex. You could also find that in the description. Of course, you do see the back of the helmet here because he, like Josh Allen, goes towards the back to sign this. It's on actually more so on the spine. You're still going to be able to display this nicely. But Bruce Smith, he has a really detailed autograph. I like that. He really writes out each letter. But Bruce Smith, Sackman, really sweet right there on Virginia Tech.
That's not just who provides you lunch.
Yeah, the brown Sackman, or the what else did you carry your lunch in when you went to school?
I had
Paper
a
bag Sackman.
I had a
it's kinda the same
Muppets
thing.
lunchbox.
You had a Muppets lunchbox?
Yeah, it was like they
Nice.
were all in a school box, and I used to
nice.
drag it along like the benches outside at school, pretending it was a school bus.
Nice. All right, so we will jump off of the speed flexes momentarily, but that's not to say we are dropping down in value too much, because how about the best wide receiver in the game today, Justin Jefferson? Well, another guy on this board has something to say about that when we get to him. However, Justin Jefferson is in that debate. How about on his alma mater, the LSU, Louisiana State University Tigers? Go Teagues! Roll Teagues, I guess. Justin Jefferson on that really nice bright yellow. You got that Tigers logo. The LSU lids, they're simple, but they get the job done, you know? There's not too much about them that's super flashy, but the
Yeah.
logo and just the lettering,
I like that it's more so
Superb.
informational.
yeah,
You know, here's our mascot, here's our letters.
exactly.
Let's go play football.
What more do you need? Well, you could need a little more with another authentic. How about the LaDainian Tomlinson on that TCU, Texas Christian
ribbit.
University? You got the Horned Frogs on there. That's one that I really like, the mascot or the logo as well.
Mike, you mess with the bull, you get the Horned Frogs.
The Horned Frogs, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, you mess with the bullfrog, you get the Horned Frog.
Oh!
Yeah.
What?
Is there a
Interesting.
bullfrog team? I don't know if there is a college with the bullfrogs.
Maybe.
Somebody missed out on that because you could have had bullfrog. You could have had the Frog Bowl.
Frog Bowl.
The bullfrog versus the Horned Frogs. But LT right here, LaDainian Tomlinson on this all blacked out helmet. That is sweet. I love the color match ink with the white of the logo and the white of the ink. But that Horned Frog, I mean, it almost looks like, I'm trying to think, like maybe like a Pokemon or something like that, but like a menacing one, you know?
Yeah, I see that.
Because you've got that artistic, character cartooning of the Horned Frog, but it still looks like it's about to pounce on you, attack you.
I love Derek Kissinger in the chat. Sounds like he's very covetous of a certain piece of furniture.
That
that
hutch. Yeah.
Yeah. That hutch.
What is a hutch, furniture wise?
It's like a. I have a hutch in my office. It's basically like a.
Something you sit on or something you put your feet on?
You put stuff in it and on it.
Oh, okay. Do we have a hutch on the board?
Yeah, in the college. It's like sort of like a display case.
This is just the one that I didn't get to.
Furniture. Yeah.
Oh, I
Like
see.
these
what
are
you're saying.
hutches. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. It's more of a yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that was what that was called.
I have the bottom of a hutch.
Gotcha. I they I figured I would use our terminology. LOL. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. They kind of look like we have a china cabinet.
Mike, are you that young? Yes, you are. To not get Bob's joke.
Oh. I didn't read Bob's comment. I was reading Ty's.
Because that's what I was laughing
The
at.
Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought you were talking about the Ty said I figured I would use our terminology.
Our terminology.
Gotcha. Yes, we do want the Starsky and the Hutch I was like, do we have a hutch in here? Of course we do. It's just the one helmet that I haven't gotten to run down just yet. That is the ripped State of Michigan helmet. And boy, oh boy, does it represent both of them. Now, our guy, Alex, he's a Michigan State fan and a Lions fan, so this is not what he wants to see. However, half of it is because it is Aiden Hutchinson on that Detroit Lions, but you do have the ripped Michigan Wolverines helmet coming through here. Love the way that this one works as well. So this is the inverse of that Calvin Johnson, at least on the Detroit side of things, because you have, instead of the blue line with the white outline and the blacked out helmet, you have the blued out helmet with the white outline and the black line. So that's more of that alternate that we typically see. Now, coming through, though, is the navy blue, which is almost that same shade as the lion black right there. But you've got the navy blue and the gold of the Michigan Wolverines, and it just absolutely works. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. Look at this thing. Detroit across that top bumper, similar to that Calvin Johnson, but of course, we are representing Michigan University as well.
Michiganders.
Michiganders, where you at?
I mean, aside from Derek, who's right there. But, Derek, 2 days. 2 days.
2 days and 2 helmets, my man. The Calvin Johnson and the Aiden Hutch. So, I mean, hey, listen, if Ty Percival is jumping on in here and talking about his display case and his hutch as well, you never know. You never know. You got to get in here. Yes, the wing does show on the front as well. That is cool. So very nice, very nice. All right. Secondary headliners in this series, we only have the one remaining one. That's Xavier Legette. So jump on in here, though, still regardless, because this is the College Lottery Series. Exactly half as far as the headliner to box ratio. 10 headliners, 20 boxes. But on top of that, there are 11 entries into the giveaway for the Patrick Mahomes Texas Tech and Kansas City Chiefs ripped helmet. That is the prize of this series. That is it right here. Usually we're having this on the desk. Maybe we'll pull it over here later on in the show. But this is that ripped Speedflex. You have the maroon for Texas Tech with the white outline, which is ripped by the white base of the Chiefs helmet. That is that blood red Chiefs. Love that arrowhead when it's fully redded out like that. I think that looks super sick.
Like a clip style?
Yeah, exactly. You've got the AFC coloring in the NFL logo right there, the Patrick Mahomes logo up top that makes it look like a Warriors helmet coming down there. You've also got Guns Up written kind of like peeking through the curtain right down here, which is cool. And then the, of course, PSM American flag, Mahomes across the bottom. And then don't forget the PM2 in Roman numerals, PM2 on the front bumper right here on that contrasting face mask and visor combo. Love to see that as well. The white matches with that base of the helmet. That's the Chiefs helmet, but the black actually matches the striping of the Texas Tech and some of the shading for the Texas Tech logo. That is a sweet combo. Do not wait. Get in here because, hey, if you're not hitting a headliner, you could be hitting an entry. We have 11 entries left to get this Patrick Mahomes, and that could be yours. That could very well be yours, but only if you jump into the break here and win something in our College Lottery Series. So do not delay. That is also our Chase Wheel Spin. So, I mean, listen, you're going to get a headliner, an entry into a Chase Wheel Spin, or an entry into the Patrick Mahomes giveaway. Now, there's 11 entries. I'm going to guess it's the and more boxes and the secondary headliners. However, who knows if one of those entries is also in a headliner box. So you would be hitting a headliner plus an entry into the Mahomes, plus we've got the possibility or the actual the hitting of a Chase Wheelspin gift card at the very end. Now, let's take a look at what else we have that is hot here in the break room. Right up top was our brand new practice squad. We've only dug into that. Well, actually, we've done 7 boxes, so we have dug a decent amount into that. That would be the... what do we still have in here? The Kyren Williams Speed Flex. So, sticking with the Speed Flexes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 7 in that college lottery series. Who knows if we have any hidden in there? This will be 8. 8 Speed Flexes on the board, but there are more in this practice squad. Hint, hint. Let's keep going. Warren Moon is in here as well on an authentic. I kind of brushed over that Kyren Williams. That is a Salute to Service 2.0 Kyren Williams. So very nice right there. But Warren Moon also on that Houston Oilers helmet right there. He's got that Hall of Fame inscription right below his signature, which adds value to it. I miss this team, you know? I kind of wish that they were still around. Although you got the Texans now, okay, similar color scheme. And then, of course, you know, you had to move a team into Tennessee because there was the market for it there. So this will be a Titans hit, as always, if we do pull the Warren Moon. But man, oh man, Rip was telling me about this before the show started. This is an Emmitt Smith rookie card.
Yeah.
Ooh! Somebody was asking for slabs the other day.
That's liable to come out of some of these packs I'm opening sometimes on the show.
Exactly. We did not get a full slab series here in the room just yet, but hey, a slab card in the practice squad is a nice hot hit, especially considering it is the legendary Emmitt Smith on the legendary Cowboys, and it is the Legends rookie card. And it says 1990 draft first round. You've got the signature on there. Do we know what the PSA grading is on that?
I don't think it's a graded card, but it is authenticated by PSA.
Gotcha. Okay. I saw PSA on there, and I know my co-host knows his cards a little bit better than I do, but nonetheless, I can't deny that I know that is a nice hit. I seen that last night, Mike. Yeah, my man. It is sweet. Jump on in here. It's still available. It is still available. Ricky Williams is in here on a Speed Flex, and boy, oh boy, is that just one of the nicest Speed Flexes you've ever seen. That is basically a lunar right there. You've got the white matte background, and then you've got the striping going up the top, the gold and the black. You've got the fleur-de-lis on the side outlined, but you've got the gold that matches that gold color match ink. Oh, man, sweet. Ricky Williams, I know a lot of people would be chasing him, so jump on in here. I'm glad I got a chance to tell you about it before it's gone, but don't wait. It could be gone. Bob Boulay saying, yes, card is not graded, but PSA authenticates the auto. Yes, that is true. Drake London is in here on a Falcons rave. The Falcons had quite the Sunday night football. Got the job done against what should be a tough, I almost said Green Bay, tough Minnesota team, although I think those stats are a little skewed with them having played the Bears in week 1. This was probably pretty easy for that Vikings team. But nonetheless, the Falcons still had to put in the work to get the win on national television. On a Sunday night, Drake London in here is a big part of that and that resurgence for the Atlanta Falcons. This is a really nice rave. You've also got Drake's signature in white that really pops right there. But man, oh man, I just love the red that shines through on this one. The red and the black pair together nicely, and you come away with this beautiful Drake London. How about some more Speed Flexes? I talked about those Detroit Lions alternates. Sam Laporta on an alternate right here, but it is also a speed flex. How often do we see that? I'll answer my own question. Not very often. Sam Laporta on an authentic, maybe. An alternate authentic, sure. But on a speed flex, do not delay. Get Sam Laporta right now. Love the shadowing. Love that caricature of the lion on the side. Man, that is sweet. Jump on in here. Grab Sam Laporta. We're not done in the speed flex category either, folks. That would have been 10. This will make it 11. Chad Johnson. Ocho Cinco. Still available in this practice squad. Now, Chad Johnson was the lone name we had in the last practice squad yesterday before we closed it out. We've closed it out and got to this new series, and here he is again, this time on a speed flex. It is a Salute to Service 1.0. You've got Chad Johnson. He even has that Ocho Cinco inscription right below his actual signature, but on that Salute to Service Bengals lid that's got the olive green and the white. So the white color match ink right there. You've got the blacked out face mask. That is sweet.
Sweet.
Secondary headliners in this series include Mr. Michael Vick and Joe Theismann. So there's a potential that days since the Theismann story ends up being taken off the board.
What, are you going to tell it?
Set back to 0. Well, no, I mean, if Common comes in here later and tells it, although...
Don't let it get to that
What I
point.
was going to say is, yeah, let us pull it now.
Yeah. It's a preventative Theismann.
Exactly. But we have 4 Theismanns on... No, 3
Wait,
Theismann?
seriously?
3 Theismanns on the board, excuse
All
me.
right. I think production's just messing with us at this
Yeah.
point.
So we have the Theismann in the college reps. We have the Theismann that I just ran down in that practice squad. And the Theismann in the jerseys.
So what you're saying is we have Threesman.
Threesman, yes, we do, exactly. Triesman. Joe Triesman. Let's go ahead and take a look at those jerseys. That was our practice squad. Practice squad, 23 boxes, 9 headliners. So you might be saying to yourself, those ratios aren't great, but it's the practice squad, guys. It's an easy entry. We do have to get through this series. And I made it sound like it was a chore. I mean, listen to how many speed flexes I just rattled off right there, not to mention some of those really cool alternate and rave authentics, plus the fact that, with our mixer series, there is going to be some hot hits elsewhere. It's probably going to include some jerseys in there. They're going to include maybe some minis. Practice squad is going to be a toss-up as to what you can get in any capacity. Let's take a look at those jerseys. Like I said,
4 to go.
jerseys are 4 to go. They were moving this morning. We'll see if we can keep them moving. Kurt Warner is still available in here. Kurt Warner on the Rams. That is a really nice. I love their gold and how it goes well with the blue. It almost looks like royalty right there. TJ Watt is still available in here on that classic Steelers jersey. That's it looks weird from the graphic, but that is his number just kind of...
It does look like double zeros.
But yeah, I was going to say, at first I was like, wait, he's 00, but no, it's just kind of blocked by the Jackson Smith-Njigba, which is not still available, but on that second row, what we still have is the Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell, once again, on that Houston Oilers... Tennessee Oilers, this one's a thread rather than the lid that we had for, who was that? Warren Moon over in the other series in the practice squad. Earl Campbell on the baby blue, but then you have the red popping through. I love how that outline makes it pop. And then the white. That's very cool. Secondary headliners in here. Well, I told you that there is a Joe Theismann available. That is still true. But we also have the Joe, in addition to the Joe Theismann, the Thurman Thomas. Those are our jerseys. Jerseys are 13 boxes to go. 13 boxes to go. 6 headliners. So basically a 50-50 ratio in there.
3 spots left in the jerseys.
3 spots left in the jerseys. So that is about to be broken here, folks. We can get that done in no time. You know, when it's 3 boxes to go, it's going to start being bought up like wildfire. We were making that roller coaster analogy yesterday. It is going to start heading down the tracks because of gravity. And next thing you know, the ride will be over. So jump on into one of those seats before you lose your opportunity to. This is going to be our Game Day Authentic Helmets series. This is another one of our specialty series, and you'll see why, because we have plenty of specialty helmets on the board right here, including, hey, look at that, more Speed Flexes. I believe we were up to 11 Speed Flexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we were at 11. Well, we're going to be adding 2 here, so give me a moment. Let me get to those. But first, a 2.0 salute to service, Ja'Marr Chase. Now, it's got that orange color match ink for the Bengals on there, but this is the man that I was saying could give Justin Jefferson a run for his money as best wide receiver. It's going to be a little bit tougher now if Joe Burrow is out for as long as they say he could possibly be. But Ja'Marr Chase, I mean, you got half of that recipe still there, right? You still have Ja'Marr Chase on the one end. It's just going to matter who's throwing to him. But, I mean, hindrance and all, I guarantee you by the end of this season, he's still going to be in that same conversation with Jay Jettis. And you can make the excuse, okay, Jay Jettis has J.J. McCarthy, and it's a young quarterback, but also there's other options to throw to. There's other options to throw to in Cincinnati as well. You've got T. Higgins as a part of that group there too, so the pieces are there. But you know, injuries do happen; it's part of the game. We'll see how Ja'Marr Chase and the rest of that Bengals offense fare if they do have to go without Joe Burrow for quite some time. But CeeDee Lamb is still available in here. CeeDee Lamb on the Dallas Cowboys authentic. Love that gray. Love that navy blue of the star. Simplistic, but gets the message across, gets the job done. Same thing with CeeDee Lamb's signature. You could see the big C, or is that the big D? Regardless, it's quick, and it's on there. That's for sure. Love that. Also available in here, Terry McLaurin. And not just on anything, on a gold slate. These gold slates are starting to take this break room and the breaking world by storm. So don't get left out. Don't get left behind. Get a gold slate while you still can. This is a scary Terry McLaurin on the Washington Commanders lid. You've got the gold face mask to match the gold part of the gold slate, which is the W for Washington. That is absolutely sweet. Terry McLaurin signing right above that on the authentic. I did say we were going to add to get to a total of 13 speed flexes. How about we add with the Jonathan Taylor? Man, oh man, you guys got a great chance to see that Jonathan Taylor right there, but how about even closer up? How about a video? Look at this thing. You've got the two-tone with the gold and the blacked out matte finish on here, or I guess grayed out, but you've got the horseshoes all over this helmet. And I think what gets lost in the shuffle here are the constellation-like rips that are going through here.
Yes.
You've got the really nice white that accents each one of these rips, and it almost looks like it's a supernova going on from a star. Love that. But you've got the Colts logo on the side, Colts in the actual word form towards the bottom. Look at how many horseshoes are on here. That's what people's eyes were driven to first. However, it's because of the highlighting and the accenting of this lighter, almost interstellar-like rips right here.
There's no science behind what I'm about to say, but with all those horseshoes, I can't see that not increasing your luck here in the break room. Whoever wins that, you know what I'm saying? Also, it looks like it's double certified there.
It does. I believe there's a Fanatic certification and a Beckett certification, which are it's rare that we see two of the major competitors right on that same helmet.
Rare that we see a Jonathan Taylor in here.
It is, yeah. Because usually, I mean, if it's somebody super important like a Tom Brady or who else is it? Aaron Rodgers, like they have their own certification. They have their own certification company. However, it'll also be certified by like a Fanatics or a Beckett.
I will say Brady is Fanatics exclusive. So
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Who else am I thinking of that has
Favre, Emmett
Favre?
Smith.
That's who I was
Yeah.
thinking of. Yeah, Favre has his own Favre certification, but
Smith
also
has
sometimes
Prova.
Smith has Prova. Sometimes Favre will have the Favre one, and also I guess it depends on what it's on, but I think sometimes a PSA one as well. But it all could depend on the item as well. But this is interesting that you see two competitors both certifying this one, both Fanatics and Beckett.
Cert, double cert.
Yeah. You've got the number 28, almost like sitting in the rafters on the back here. It almost looks like a pennant, although it also kind of looks like hardwood floor, which is kind of funny to see. The number 28, the Colts at the bottom. You've got that Pulse inscription for the artist down there. But man, oh man, the blacked out visor and face mask goes hard on this one. And the sweet spot, it's got a little bit of a rip in it, so Taylor had to sign right over here where there was a little bit of a lull in horseshoes. I'll tell you what, he's probably signed this helmet before the paint was put on here, and these artists are so talented that they can work around the signature and still make it look supernatural. Those are two different words I put right there. Supernatural, not all one word and, out of this world type of thing. But, they do a really nice job. So jump on in here, get this really nice Jonathan Taylor. JT. I almost said LT. I was like, wait a minute. We already did that. But here's another initial, TJ Watt. How about TJ Watt on a Speed Flex? This is a chrome Steelers Speed Flex. So we have a video of this one as well. It's two-tone. And honestly, you have to look really hard to make sure that it's two-tone because the way that it gets hit by the light, you're like, wait, isn't that all one color? No, look at how strong the gold is at the bottom, but it bleeds perfectly into the black on the top. You don't have a logo on this side because the Steelers, they like to do the one-sided logo over here. You've got the signature from TJ Watt on the sweet spot. And then, boy, oh boy, how about sticking with that chrome theme and that chrome finish? The face mask and the visor that are both in gold. I mean, if this helmet doesn't scream value to you, I genuinely don't know what would. I mean, are you living under a rock? Do you have your eyes closed? Or are you
willfully obtuse?
Yeah, are you? I mean, maybe you're just not a Steelers fan, but even then, you have to admit that this TJ Watt is one of the nicest helmets we have in the break room, one of the most expensive helmets as well, with it being a chrome. Secondary headliners in this series include Nico Collins, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Carter. So the only one that has been pulled of the secondary headliners has been Omarion Hampton. I pulled that on Sunday night with Steven. That came out with the... Do we have a... Oh, was it the Bo Nix? I think it was the Bo Nix. So, hey, this series is still hot. Like I said, we're up to 13 total Speed Flexes on the board for you this game day specialty series. 21 boxes to go, 9 headliners. Now, you might be sitting there going, oh, that's not great. That's not a 50% ratio. Well, I mean, it almost is. But I'll tell you one thing, with it being a specialty series and with there being a couple Speed Flexes in here, there's going to be some deep cuts in that Anmore section as well. And hey, we haven't seen any of these secondary headliners coming out either, so I would imagine those have to start being ripped out of the boxes at some point here soon. What else do we have to go down? How about the internet works? That would be nice. Any day now. There we go. We still have gone down that. Let me do the minis first, because there's a lot of names in the minis, and honestly, the minis are an easy series for us to jump into and close out. $52 a spot in the minis. That is one of the nicest price points you'll see on this break page. Just a little more expensive than the practice squad, which is crazy to think, but it's because of the fact that we pull 2 boxes during every single break. Sometimes when we're down to an odd number, we will just pull the one final box, which is what I'm assuming happened yesterday for us to get to this new mini series. But if that's the case, then, of course, it'll be half price at $26 rather than $52. But what do we have in here, especially when we take a look at, 2 different helmets always coming out? We should look at possible double ups. But let me run down these names, show you what we have. How about Justin Herbert on a Chargers gold slate? That is a really nice gold slate. It almost looks like that Justin Herbert that we have in the college lottery series, although that is a salute to service. But the grayish color scheme still prevalent in both, but I really love how he makes his signature pop with the Chargers alder color. That is the baby blue right there on Justin Herbert. Really, really nice. How about Lawrence Taylor, the other LT still available in here on the Giants mini? That is a sweet one. Classic Giants, classic legend for the Giants as well in Lawrence Taylor. Luke Kuechly is still available in here. Talk about light blue or baby blue. This is Carolina blue on the signature right there. Luke Kuechly on the Panthers lid. Our main man Ricky, I think he has dropped the Panthers are going to go to the Super Bowl notion after a couple of things he saw during training camp, but also week 1 and I believe week 2. So good on him for saying, you know what? Nope, mea culpa. That is not what is going to happen this year, because man, oh man, do these Panthers really need Luke Kuechly. I'll just put it that way. They could really use Luke Kuechly. Anquan Boldin is in here as well. Anquan Boldin. That is on that Cardinals lid. The cherry red with the really nice, I usually call it cheese grater because we usually see it on the Packers helmets, but the bright yellow face mask. It's actually even more yellow than the beak even is on here. You can kind of see because the beak's got some shadowing to it, but that is a really nice lid nonetheless. Anquan Boldin. So that is out in the NFC West. We don't have a double up opportunity for it yet until I get to this Marshall Faulk. So take a look at this Marshall Faulk. It's on that Rams white and almost black, but I think that's more so a navy blue, but it could be white and black on the retro Rams helmet right there. That is really nice. The Marshall Faulk could be yours, along with the Anquan Boldin, because a double up opportunity there in the NFC West. How about Rob Gronkowski on a slate? Oh, man, that thing is sweet. You've got the AFC East represented there, so that would be a nice hit for you if you were able to pull the Rob Gronkowski. Keeping with our Houston Oilers theme, and we did have a Warren Moon in the practice squad that looked a lot like this Warren Moon in the minis. Warren Moon is going to be on a Tennessee Titans hit, so that would be an AFC South hit, but Warren Moon still available in here in the minis. Go attack that. Go get him. You don't want to miss your chance at getting a Warren Moon signature. And we can have a mooning here in the break room. I didn't even go down that route when I was talking about the practice squad, but here we are talking about the minis, and that could very well be the case. How about a dual sign helmet? That would be Sam Laporta and Jameson Williams, the tight ends for the Detroit Lions. This time on the silver helmet for the Lions. Detroit rocking the silver with the white outline and the blue. I love how the blue kind of is also on the face mask. That is sweet. That is the lone headliner NFC North hit, but it is a dual signature mini helmet. So, I mean, it is kind of like a 2-for-1, even if you hit that already. And then last but not least are our secondary headliners here in the minis series. That would be all three of them still on the board. Leroy Butler. We don't see him in the break room practically at all. Unless he's been in a couple and more hits. We've maybe had some deep series, but Leroy Butler is in here. Chuba Hubbard. Andre Reed is still available in here as well. So that brings us to 26 boxes in the minis, 11 headliners. You might be saying, man, it's not a perfect 50% ratio. But think about it this way. Every single break we do is 2 boxes. So in 13 more breaks, we have 11 headliners. That's almost a headliner per break coming off the board. And we know those and more hits are going to be well worth your time as well. Let's jump on out of here. We've done the practice squad. We've done the jerseys. We've done the minis. Those are our smaller end series. We did do both our lottery and our game day specialty series. I can also run down the diamonds and the vault. Those are our typical mainstays. Here's that double box for the vault. It's $200, which means a single is $100, but going the opposite way, a quad would be $400. So pick your poison as far as which price point you'd like to get into. But this is our vault. That is the Pick 6 vault. How many words in a row have I used that alliteration with P? Pick 6, price point.
Easy with your plosives there.
Honestly,
Mike.
it's a good thing we have a windscreen on this microphone. Otherwise, people would be like, "Oh, I take the headphones out." Ty Percival says, "What's the final box left in the depth chart?" Well, we don't know.
Well, we do know it's either going to be a $75 gift card,
right,
and whatever's in there, or Travis Hunter, Randy Moss, Dick Butkus, or Marshall Faulk.
Exactly.
That's just the fate.
Yeah. So I mean, we don't know what the actual item is, but
$61.
But we know that you are going to be winning something very nice. Yeah. What is it to buy in? 61?
61.
So you could either get $75 and get your spot more than paid for, or you could get an upgrade item, which is going to be way more than what you paid for. So Ty says he'll give it a shot. Thank you, Ty. Let's get on in there. Let's close that out. We may have another specialty series coming up for you after this closes. So one more box to go. We can do it. I believe in us. We've got the double box here in the vault. That is a $200 price point. We know the single is a $100 price point, and then that means the quad is $400. But you might be asking, what is still available in here? We've got the camo Derrick Henry Ravens authentic. Man, Rip is licking his chops at this one, if he can see it. Right now, it looks like a floating face mask and just the Baltimore Ravens logo. Maybe a little bit of a signature, but that camo, it's like John Cena. You can't see him.
Ooh.
But Derrick Henry in here. So you have the new and the old when we have the Ray Lewis on the Speed Flex and the College Lottery, and then we have the Derrick Henry here in the Pick 6 vault. So Ravens represented galore thus far this morning. How about also the Travis Hunter on the gold slate? Rip was talking about how this one just works because of the fact that the Jaguars already kind of have that gold in their logos, or that tan, that yellow, and it just pops right here when it's all golded out like that, especially on a gray helmet. But we had Travis Hunter signing in silver to color match that as best he could. That thing is going to be sweet. Travis Hunter going to be playing supposedly both sides of the ball this year. We'll see how long that lasts before he says, you know what, this is way too much for me. But hey, if he can do it, more power to him. I think he could go down as one of the NFL legends, NFL greats, especially for changing the game like that and, making sure that he's playing both sides of the ball. He did it in college. Don't know why he wouldn't be able to here in the NFL, but it is quite the jump, right? So as long as he can focus on both aspects of his game, then I guess he can make that jump. How about 2 more speed flexes to add to the cause? What are we up to now? That would be 15 speed flexes. How about the Kurt Warner on the Arizona Cardinals lid right there? You see it all in white on the far end. Listen, I think anybody who is a Cardinals fan, I believe Tanya, she was in here yesterday. Tanya, I believe, is a Cardinals fan secondary because she's down there in Arizona, but she loves her Chargers first. If you're a Cardinals fan, though, sound off in the chat. I forget who else we have in here that rolls with the birds, but Kurt Warner is just yet another name we have here on the board that you should be chasing because we don't get Cardinals all that often.
Birdman.
Where was that other Cardinals lid?
The Bolden in the minis?
Yes. Yeah, it had been the Anquan Bolden in the minis. So Cardinals well represented. Actually, there's a where was it? I could have sworn we had another speed flex.
Cardinals?
Was it the? Well, this is the Kurt Warner. Let me see what I'm.
Or speed flex in the vault?
Well,
Julio Jones?
No. Yeah, I was talking Cardinals. Didn't we have another Cardinal on the board here that I just ran down? I'm losing my mind this morning. Bear with me, folks. Let's see, where is it at?
Not in the practice squad.
No, yeah.
Not in the college.
Maybe it was just that.
It's gotta be.
The mini. Yeah, it was the Anquan Bolden mini.
That depth chart.
That's what it is. Yeah.
5 to go now. 5 to go. Thank you, our king of the road, Ty Percival.
5 to go in that depth chart. We could definitely get to breaking that one. He said, all right, I'm in that one. Yes, sir. Yes, you are. But yeah, Kurt Warner and Anquan Bolden, I mean, the fact that we have them both on the board at the same time, like we were saying, we don't see too many Cardinals here in the break room. But when we do, they're going to be some hot hits. That brings up the rarity of them. So definitely jump on in there. As far as other speed flexes that Rip was alluding to, we do have another speed flex in here. That is the Julio Jones, and I'm not even going to show it to you on here. I'm going to show it to you on here. Oh, boy, look at this thing. Almost looks like a salute to service. We do not get an American flag on the back, though, which is why I kind of don't know if this is one of those, but the color has been mostly taken out. It almost looks like an olive green. You have the Beckett certification on the back, the Falcons bumper on the neck back there, the striping going up the spine of this helmet. But boy, oh boy, how about the absolute bells and whistles as you go around here? The hydro pattern on this Speed Flex, but then the honeycomb pattern in the actual logo of the Falcons right there. In addition to the signature on the sweet spot of the Speed Flex. Yeah, that's very nice. But Mike, get to the visor. Well, first I'm going to tell you that hydro pattern cuts into the face mask. So that face mask is the same color. That's really nice. You've got the little bit brighter bumper clips and, of course, the ATL on the top here for Atlanta for the bumper. But boy, oh boy, take a look at this really nice Julio Jones visor. You've got him on both sides. One side catching a ball. You got his name right up front with the Falcons logo in behind it. And over here, he's just standing tall, looking menacingly. Julio Jones still available here in the vault. Secondary headliners that we do have. We only have the one. It is Eddie George still remaining. So that brings us to 5 headliners in 13 boxes in the vault. Now, you might be going, that's not great either. But don't forget, apart from those 5 headliners, we are going to have vault keys B, C, and E. That would be $150 and a grand old $300 in there hidden somewhere amongst B, C, and E. So we don't know what gift card is in what box, but that brings us to 5 headliners and 3 vault keys for a total of 8 boxes, more than worth the price of admission in just a matter of 13 boxes. That is our vault. One of the only series I haven't really run down. Mike Buster Poindexter Napolitano and his hot hits.
We're feeling hot hits. Oh,
Was that Buster Poindexter?
That's
that sang
right.
that? No, I didn't even realize that. You know who I think of is Poindexter from Punisher. the villain.
I've seen the late great Buster Poindexter, aka David Johansen, live at the Hollandale, Florida's Gulfstream horse racing course. Back when they used to do free concerts there.
Gulfstream horse racing.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know, that's what one thing I'm not the biggest like horse better or whatever, but the Chicagoland used to have a couple different horse track races or horse tracks in general, and I'm pretty sure all of them are torn down.
I know there's like 1 or 2 out in the outskirts that I'll pass every now and then, but yeah, man.
Well, the one that the Bears are building at in Arlington Heights, Arlington Racetrack, it used to be there, but I don't believe Maywood is still open. That used to be across the street, Kitty Corner from Kitty Land.
Oh,
And Kitty Land was, of course, destroyed to make a Costco because that was what we needed, you know?
I mean, a Costco is kind of like a kiddie land for adults.
I mean, it is, yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I
honestly,
mean, you
he's
know,
not
maybe
wrong.
all the kiddies grew up and they just needed to
Yeah.
serve that same audience.
Instead of going on the little dipper, you got the, I don't know, little dunker,
Yeah.
which is the hot dog or something.
There was a
like that.
great PBS documentary on like all the local, the old local Chicago amusement parks and theme parks that used to be just like straight up in the city. And
Oh, yeah.
we all know I'm a freak for that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
it is, I
It's a
loved it.
shame.
It's very good. But yeah, man, I wish we still just had some like roller coasters in the city I could like walk to.
PBS, was that Jeffrey Bayer?
What? Oh, who like narrated it?
Who narrated
oh,
it, yeah.
I do not know.
Because there's that Jeffrey Bayer guy that he does a really good job. He'll do like different specials. I think it's on PBS. It's on a local channel, that's for sure. But what else can we go ahead and break here in the room? That would be the diamonds. We have not talked about the diamonds yet. Diamonds stay hot. Feeling hot, as Jersey Slime would say. He also says hot dog and a Coke for $150. Nothing better than that.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That
You know
is true,
the
man.
the old story about the Costco CEO, right?
Yeah, he said if you
If you change the price of the GD hot dog, I'll effing kill you.
yeah.
That was actually one of my favorite questions I ever asked our CEO at my old job was, we all know this story. What is your Costco hot dog? To mean, what is your, for
What's
our
their thing?
company, what's
Yeah.
your loss leader that you will, that provides a value for our customers and you will protect no matter what?
What did he say?
No good answer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why you're in this job.
Anyway, I got laid off from that place.
Yeah. That's fine. That's at that point you don't want to be working for him anyways if he's got
More
no
or less,
Costco
yeah.
hot
I
dog.
was looking for new employment before I got the old stanky boot.
How do you not have a metaphorical Costco hot dog if you're a businessman? You've got to
know.
have that sole product, right? That one
yes.
target marketed audience.
Soul product and your soul product. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
yeah.
your heart and soul. Goodness gracious.
Especially in the food industry, and I know you know that better than I do even. You've got to have something as like a staple. Man, I wish it was Thursday because Frankie's Deli over here, they have some really great chicken parm sandwiches.
Oh.
I may talk myself into just getting a regular sub. But I also gotta we gotta keep it in the break room here for now, and then after work I gotta go on a run. So I don't know if
Or
I'll
you
be.
can just go get a chicken parm.
Well, no, chicken parm's on Thursday. It's Only on Thursday.
They only have it on Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, one of
Yeah.
those type of deals. What's happening in LA?
But their Italian subs are loaded.
Where's this place?
It's that technically Oakbrook Terrace, or it's
Oh,
I
by
think
like
it's
that
Downers
outdoor
Grove.
mall with
not
the
in
big
the mall.
Sony spot.
It's right off of Midwest and Summit, I believe it is. Oh, sorry, yeah. But no, it's it's a couple blocks from Oakbrook Terrace. I think it might technically be Downers Grove on that side of the street. So yeah, not too far off from here. Quick jaunt over there. In these diamonds, though, what do we still have available, you might be asking? Well, we saw CD Lamb in the Game Day Specialty Series. That was a nice CD Lamb classic, but you could get this one on the camo. You can't see that one either. It's kind of like that Derrick Henry. We're leading off with those camos. CD Lamb in the diamonds. You know, diamonds are always authentic or better. So that, of course, is an authentic. How about Mike Evans on one of the coolest speed flexes we have seen in this break room? This looks like it would come with a treasure map, I think Rip mentioned the other day. But man, oh man, the swashbuckler on the side. You've got the knife in his mouth. Oh man, this thing is sweet. You've got the older color scheme for the Buccaneers. However, it's not even just straight up creamsicle. It's like a I don't know. It's kind of like pirate ship colors to me. Like you've got the sand, like the brown of the deck.
Raise the banners, fire the cannons.
Exactly. Definitely fire the cannons. Now he didn't put that
All hands
inscription
on deck.
on here.
Hey.
It's definitely not a mutiny, I'll tell you that much.
Hey.
Mike Evans on this speed flex, the blacked out visor and face. Actually, excuse me, there is no visor. I thought it was like one of those see-through ones looking straight on, but you've just got the blacked out face mask on there. And man, oh man, the rip that they have on the side here, that's making this kind of like two different colors on the actual pirate face right there. That thing is sweet. You've got Evans going up the side and the rest of that rip. Beckett certification on the back. This thing is sweet. Do not delay. Jump on in there. What else, you may be asking? Julio Jones. Now, we saw Julio Jones on a speed flex in the vault just now. Julio Jones is in here on an authentic. This is a very glossy, very clean Atlanta Falcons lid. Get him this week. The value has gone up because of the fact that they beat the Vikings on Sunday Night Football. You don't want to miss your opportunity this is another type of JJ, Julio Jones. So jump on in here and grab him while you still can. How about Marshall Faulk on that Rams? This is also some of their older colors in there with the navy blue and the yellow. Marshall Faulk, one of the best in Rams history. We'll see how much this is worth when it's actually pulled. This is another authentic. And you know these diamonds are going to have some of the very best names available, and Marshall Faulk is just that. How about the John Elway Speed Flex? Chromed out. I'm not going to show you there because I'm going to show you here. Look at that. The old school Denver Broncos logo on the side, the big D with the horse blowing fire and smoke in the middle. You've got the signature that, okay, so typically when a player signs on the logo, we look at it and we're like, okay, maybe it goes in a black and blue series. But because this is a chrome and because it's all kind of one layer right there, we're going to allow John Elway, the legend John Elway, to sign wherever he wants. And honestly, it connects the signature to the logo. It's perfect right there. He did have room on the Speed Flex. I'm going to dock him points for that. But you can't dock this helmet points because of the fact that it's got that brush finish mixed with the actual chrome. And Mr. John Elway said, you know what? Give me that spot right next to the logo right there. I'm going to make my signature really pop. And he did just that. He actually does have some pretty good penmanship. I mean, the J looks a little bit not my J's. I think I'm a little smoother with it, Mr. Elway. But that is John Elway's signature, and I'm not gonna knock a Super Bowl quarterback, John Elway. You've got the orange face mask and visor on here to match with the Broncos color scheme. This is just, I mean, all chromed out. Man, oh man. Brian, I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, I mentioned the chicken parm sandwich, and now he's hungry again. We were talking about the Costco hot dogs, though, so don't come at me first. I was only referencing that Frankie's Deli has the that is their thing, right? That is what we've got for their Costco hot dog. Man, oh man, this is a nice John Elway. We were up to, let's see, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This will be 17 speed flexes on the board for you. 17 speed flexes available in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different series. You would usually, when we talk about 5 series, it's our usual mainstays, but 2 of our mainstays are minis and jerseys. So of course, those do not have speed flexes in there. However, 5 of our, I guess we do have 7 on the board, right? I thought we had 8. Oh, we do have 8 depth chart. Excuse me. I'm looking around. I'm like, where's the 8th? It's down at the bottom of the board because we just have the 1 box left, but we have the upgrades possible in the depth chart. 5 of our 8 breaks have 17 speed flexes in them. That is unbelievable. Secondary headliners in here include the Barber brothers, Tiki Barber and Rondé Barber. Funny how that worked out that way. We pulled the James Harrison and the Tyreek Hill, so it's just the brothers Barber left in the diamonds. Diamonds ratio, 7 headliners, 17 boxes, but those other 10 boxes, I mean, anybody that's in the diamonds is going to be a name, right? Like, if it's authentic or better, there's no way we're throwing, I don't know, who's an NFLer that didn't last for more than 5 seconds. I'm trying to think.
Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, who is that guy? Never heard of him. So that's our Diamond Series, guys. We're at 10:15. I'm going to jump out of this randomizer so you can see us. Head on over here. 10:15. What is going on with my ticker here? Is that just on this screen? Because, oh yeah, it's over here. I guess the just chatting screen. Didn't it always have the ticker?
Yeah.
Me. Do that maybe? No? I don't think bringing it up would do anything.
Actually,
Interesting.
that was a good instinct.
Yeah, no, well, there's nothing else over here that's...
No, I know.
Huh. Interesting. All right, well, you just don't get the ticker when we're just chatting. We'll get the ticker when we're actually breaking. And
Always something, huh?
we need to get to breaking, that's for sure.
Jonathan Farrell grabbed himself a spot in the college single and double.
Nice.
So those are both 6 to go.
Unless, are we not the right color here?
That'd be funny.
Yeah, so it's just black on black and then not.
It would probably still show because there's that shading.
Huh. Background opacity.
Yes, John Poole. There are Kurt Warners. There's, what do you want your Kurt Warner on? Do you want him on a throwback St. Louis jersey or do you want him on an Arizona Speed Flex? What's your proclivity for Kurt Warner? Because we're only 3 away in the next jersey break, John. 3 away in the next jersey. And let me find you that Kurt Warner Speed Flex in the vault. Oh, well, there's that jersey. And let me grab you a link to the vault. Singles, doubles. There's that vault. Go crazy, John Poole. Shout out Teresa Hodgkins. Grabbing a couple spots in the mini and a spot in the jersey. So 2 spots left in that jersey. Any luck over there?
Yeah, see, I can see it, but it's behind here. So I think ticker background got moved up. Yeah, there it is. There we go. We'll put that right there. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So,
Hey,
just in case you guys need it while we're chatting,
we back.
how are we looking over here?
Jerseys are 2 away.
2 away in the
Yeah.
jerseys. We can more than definitely get to those right here, right now.
And the minis are 5 away. Also, super doozable. The depth chart, 5 away as well. All of these things can happen in the next 40 minutes.
I will tell you, I wore this Nike shirt today because I looked at it and I was like, you know what? It almost has that hydro pattern on it.
It does.
This is I forget the actual type of patterning, but it's
Yeah. It's a
like an
little mesh
engineering
sort of.
grip.
Yeah.
I forget what it was called. We used to do it in AutoCAD all the time. It
Okay.
was a special grip. That was
What's AutoCAD?
That's like a 3D printing
Oh.
program on the computer.
Oh.
But it was a lifetime ago when I was thinking, I'll go engineering. And then I was like, you know what? I talk way too much and I like sports. So we're going to go sports broadcasting. However,
All right, John Poole looking to pull that Kurt Warner in the jerseys.
are we closed out?
He closed us out.
All right. So let me go ahead and drop you guys a message for box number request. And there's that message for you guys. If you are indeed in the jerseys, you see those jersey numbers scrolling along the ticker right there. 1, 3, 8, 15, 16, 17, 19, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, and 30. John Poole says number 29. I do know that he is in there. That helps me because I was actually going to be taking that little dash out from the in between 29 and 30 as well. But now we just have 30. So I'll switch that up. Oh, thank you. And why? There's another thing too. Why are the minis not? Or the minis are on there. Oh, I see. Let's see if we can slide these over a little bit. Let's
Slide to the left.
actually take.
Slide to the right.
Should we take vault?
Do hops.
No. Let's do vault. Vault will be up to, actually no, wait. Where's our practice squad? Practice squad should be, cut that. Paste that. Then diamonds will be on this next rung. Hold on. There we go. Let's see if that makes our ticker look better. I don't know who left the ticker in such disarray, but it's okay. That didn't really help. Why didn't that really help?
Did you save?
I did. File, save. See how there's like so much room? We're gonna move depth chart. Because it fits over there. File, save. That's better. That looks a little bit better. All right. Sorry. John Poole said box number 29. We've got the jersey folks right there. Oh, we have
I
29.
already got it. Dice or scramble them up.
I'm in my own little world over here. We got to go 8 times around with these 8 names. That makes things kind of easy.
All right, man. You didn't know you were hosting today.
No, that's all good.
I thrust that upon you, man.
Let's get into our...
And thank you very much for
Randomizer.
rolling with it, dude.
No problem. 8 names on here, 8 times around per our dice roll. Not 4,000, whatever I said. 6, 7, and 8. It's a little tiny gnat in here. We have 2 newbies in the room, and I love it. Good to see those guys. Let's see what we have right here, though. That is John Poole in the NFC North and NFC South. David Wilson, welcome to the break room. How did you hear about us? Who was your favorite team? And who might you be chasing, especially here in the jerseys?
What's your collection look like?
NFC West, Jason Rosales. AFC North, Bobby Joe Perry. You're also new to the break room. Welcome aboard. And I'd like to just say that same thing. Who are you chasing? How did you hear about us? Who's your favorite team? And then Jason Rosales, Kenneth Stanton, and Teresa Hodgkins. You're rounding us out. Jason has the AFC South. AFC East is Kenneth Stanton. And AFC West, Teresa Hodgkins. Did you almost get him?
Yeah.
Stupid little gnat. All right. Let's take a look here. Box. Ooh, I was giving it away a little bit.
Yeah.
Brian, cover your eyes. Because I'm going to have to wash my hands after this. Who is this? Oh.
What are we
Okay.
looking at?
We're looking at an Ann Moore hit, but a nice one. Here is that JSA certification that goes along with it. But it's Don Majkowski
Hey.
on the Green Bay Packers threads right here. NFC North, of course, going to John Poole. Congratulations. You've got the PSA certification sticker at the bottom if you can make that out with the glare. But of course, the signature from Majkowski right there on the number 7. Congratulations,
He's a
John.
magic man.
He's got the box collar magic on this one and the closer magic. And then the, I'll call it the facepalm magic because he threw us a little facepalm.
He was looking for that Warner. He was looking for that NFC West. But, we call this collateral. Not collateral, currency.
Currency, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Hey, listen, there is going to be a Green Bay Packers fan that absolutely wants this bad boy. And now you have that trade bait in order to either upgrade you, or if you are somewhat of a Packers fan, you might just like this. You might just go, ooh, haven't heard that name in a while. Would love to display this bad boy.
Bad boy.
Fold you up there and get you written up. Oh, almost got it.
No, it's just in my face.
Oh. I swear, the amount of flies that enter this room is
I was thinking about it the other day,
ridiculous.
and
It's
we do work in a warehouse with a large, wide open bay door.
Right, but
And
like,
we are
the fact that they find their
nearby
way in here.
a wooded area. Well, I mean, you can't direct flies on where to and not to go. Once they get in, it's...
You're good. You're
Yeah.
good. You're good. And stop. John, congratulations.
And that's right, man. Always take a dub when you are served a dub.
All right.
That New Jersey's is back up. 12.
State?
Hey, that's a 50% ratio we got there now.
The state?
What?
New Jersey?
Yeah, what about it? Garden State?
New Jersey's back up? I want you to put the word out that New Jersey is back up. Sometimes I wonder why Mike gets so lucky with Packers memorabilia. Listen, man. As long as you guys love them. I know you don't, Brian, but as long as you guys love them. It's torturous as a Bears fan. Everyone just wants to see my downfall over here, you know? But congratulations. We got through a jersey break, guys. We can get right back into another one. As Rip said, we are at a perfect 50% ratio, and I just took the air out without putting the card back in.
Rookie.
Oh, boy. That's for sure. If I'm a rookie, maybe I'm an Emmitt Smith slab card. We do have that in the practice squad. That would be a nice hit. And not something Packers. Actually, something anti-Packers, because, man, Packers
White.
and the Cowboys, they go at it, you know? Definitely in the playoffs. But let's see what we can get going forward here in this show. If you guys would like, I can run down some of the personals. Haven't seen any personals come across here. Our Chase Wheelspin.
Thomas.
Honestly, that is another spot where we have another Joe Theismann. So that could be another Joe Theismann story. Let me go into that real quick. Any day now. There we go. Okay, so in this... Oh, this is just the Authentic series. Ooh. Which one is this? Authentic Football Helmet Series.
That's new to me.
That's new to me as well. Interesting. I'm not going to run down this one because I'm not sure what this one's doing here. I did check the recap, and I don't see that on... Okay. Anyways, we'll move along here. The jerseys and the minis are always going to be that same jersey and mini break that we have in the room. How about the college reps, though, that you can buy into? That was what I was referring to, because there is a lot left in this Transfer Portal College Replica Helmet Series. Starting off with the Dwight Freeney on the Syracuse orange lid. That's very nice. Dwight Freeney, the white color match ink on the matching of the outline here. Really pops on the orange. Vince Young is still available on that Texas Longhorns lid. That is sweet. I love the white background on that. We're going to get to another Texas Longhorns lid in just a second. Drake London, though, he went to USC. How about those Trojans? We'll jump on in there and grab Drake London. We also had Drake London in the... Where was that? Drake London.
Drake London is in the red zone practice squad.
Yes, that's true. You know, it looks like a Colson on the board, whoever wrote it, or Cons. I was like, wait, what? Drake London. But we also have Warren Moon in here. We can get a Mooning. Oh, you know, when we have Warren Moon, that means we have a couple of other notable legends in here from that era as well. So let's keep it rolling here. How about an AJ Green? That's a little bit more modern. On that Georgia Bulldogs. I should mention the Warren Moon on that gold Washington lid. That's really nice. AJ Green on the Georgia Bulldogs. That's my bark for today. It's better than the Dom bark. Have you ever heard the Dom bark in the room? He goes, ruff. AJ Green, though. Colston Loveland. This is another one that is going to make our man Alex. It's his birthday today, so if you do see Alex today, I don't think he's working any shifts, but if you do have him on anything, message him, give him a happy birthday. Alex is a Michigan State and a Lions fan, so this is Colston Loveland, a Michigan University grad and a Bear. So definitely not what he wants to see on his birthday, but we can pull it ourselves, Rip and myself, and I will like it. It's a current Chicago Bear, just drafted in this last draft, 2025, 10th overall. And that would be something I'd want to see. And then Alex doesn't have to see it. No harm, no foul. LaShawn McCoy is in here as well on that Pittsburgh lid. That is a really nice Pittsburgh lid as well. Tim Brown is still available in here on that gold Notre Dame lid. That is sweet. That one does not have the shamrock on it, although, hint, hint, we were talking about him earlier, and the whole reason I'm running this down is because there was a Joe Theismann in here. All right, I let the cat out of the bag. We might as well say it. Joe Theismann is in here. So we have a Warren Moon on a gold Washington lid. We have Notre Dame Tim Brown, but we also have a Notre Dame with the shamrock, Joe Theismann. There is our last opportunity to get a Theismann story out of Common. So 3 different breaks here, 3 different Thurman Thomases. 3 different Joe Theismanns. But as I was saying that, we do have Thurman Thomas as well. That is on that Cowboys lid. I did overlook the Michael Vick and the Johnny Manziel. Those are still available. Mike Vick on a Virginia Tech lid. Johnny Manziel on a Texas A&M lid. That is a really nice Texas A&M lid. You got the silver background with the white lettering, and man, oh man, is that big on the side there. But Virginia Tech has some nice colors as well. I like the maroon and the like burnt orange. Not to mention, let's head back down to that final row. There was that Thurman Thomas on the Cowboys lid. So we did pull the Tyreek Hill out of this series. That is the one lone headliner that is off the board other than some secondary headliners. But you could still get an OSU lid that just spells out Cowboys. And it's got classic Thurman Thomas on there. Charles says, how many days without a Theismann story? I believe we're at 9. But Hines Ward still in here. Hines Ward on another Georgia Bulldog lid. Or as Dom says, and then Jamal Charles is in here. That's that other Texas Longhorns lid that I was going down with you. But this one is, of course, a gold slate. That is really nice. Secondary headliners still available in here. We did pull the Mike Singletary, so we have Ozzie Newsome and Javon Curse. So Tyreek Hill and Mike Singletary are the only 2 that have been pulled as far as headliners in here, and boxes as well, as we are only at 23 boxes out of the original 25 we started with. 16 headliners. So we absolutely loaded this series, because if you do that math, we had 25 boxes and 18 headliners to begin with in this college rep personals. Let's head back to that mystery box page to see what else we have in there. That would be the first down replica helmets. This is, of course, on its last leg. None of these headliners are still available, but we do have a Thurman Thomas in the secondary headliner. And guess what? We only have 1 box left. So we know for sure that the final box in this first down replica series is, in fact, Thurman Thomas. So when you say what's left in the first down replica helmet series, I'm just going to tell you it's Thurman Thomas. Not even tell you it's 1 box. I'll just say, hey, it's Thurman Thomas. Thurman Thomas is left. Last but absolutely not least, we can just go ahead and talk about those headliner packages. 4 boxes, a mini, a jersey, a full-size replica, and a full-size authentic. Those were all partnered up together and thrown into these headliner packages. That price point may look a little scary, but of course they're all going to be headliners and probably well worth that retail value right there. But you could jump on in here. These are the only child specials that Rip always talks about, is that you don't have to play with anybody else. You're just buying into these. It's all yours. You call for a box number for most of these, and we bring it right out to you. So you're still not sure what you're getting, but there's a better chance of you getting a headliner, because there is a 100% chance of you winning rather than jumping into a break. And then you maybe got to get a couple different spots or just hope for that sniper magic. So that is what we have, guys. As always, we have our Signature Club rewards. Anytime you buy with us, you've got an account. You're added into the Signature Club rewards. Sig Club rewards will get you points. That will get you discounts. That will get you cool stuff. You can create an account, earn points, and then redeem those points. There's different tiers and different levels you can get to. Each one of these, I'm not going to run down through those, but each one of these gives you either a gift card or different memorabilia opportunities and different perks. So make sure you read the fine print right there. You could get also UA gift cards if you make 10 purchases of $100 or more. So those each one of those 10 purchases has to be over $100 or $100 or more. But then we're going to give you a $100 gift card back. You can get $10 in UA cash on your yearly anniversary of signing up with us. If that also happens to be your birthday, you're going to get another $10. But regardless, it doesn't have to be your birthday. You can just get one $10 gift card on your yearly sign-up anniversary and one $10 gift card on your birthday yearly. You can get points very easily. This is the nicest way to do them, is to just follow us on all of our socials and then just log in every day. You log in, what you're doing is you're earning yourself 10 points, but you're also going to keep yourself akin to what is in the room.
You're on that signature club, right?
I am.
Have you talked about the punch card stuff yet?
I have not. Do you want to run that down?
Well, I have an update for that.
Ooh, okay.
So you can earn yourself $100 gift cards, for every $100 or more purchase you make with Ultimate Autographs, you get a punch towards a $100 gift card at every 10 of those you get.
Right.
So what happens if you make a purchase of $1,000 or more? You get a $100 gift card for every $1,000 purchase, in addition to the punch already you're accumulating. So you get the punch and the gift card.
So it's like double dipping.
A little bit.
I like that. Yeah.
Speaking of double dipping, we got octo dipping here with Daniel Brunkenhofer buying out a jersey break.
Okay.
So that's ready for you. We just need a number from Daniel.
Well, let's get a number from Daniel, and we will get to that jersey. You see, Daniel, you're the lone representative right there. Ty says, Boy Hill was mad at Tua. Yes, he was. I did see that clip. Ty said that's slick. Yes, sir. But Daniel, if you're with us, I'm not even gonna drop a message. It's just you in there, so you could just hit me with a box number. I'm gonna give you until 10:44. It's 10:42 a.m. right now, so I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to give me that box number. If not, we will go to the wheel and randomize to see what box is coming out for you. You see those numbers scrolling along your ticker at the bottom? Those are updated. 138, 15, 16, 17, 19, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 30.
You sounded like a medium there for a little bit.
A medium?
Yeah. Daniel, if you're with us in the room.
Oh. And I call upon Daniel Brunkenhofer. Brunkenhofer, if you are here, show us a sign.
There it is, 27.
There we go. 27 coming off the ticker. You don't have to randomize you either. This is like buying a personal for you, my man. Save that. And we'll get right to it. No lines, no waiting, Daniel. Let's see what you got in box number 27. We are chasing the Kurt Warner, the TJ Watt, the Earl Campbell, Joe Theismann, and Thurman Thomas. It's not going to be any of those guys, but it is still a really nice hit. I wonder who's going home with this one. How about the man with all 8 spots? So we don't even have to worry about what division it is, but it is a very nice Vince Papale jersey.
Oh.
That is sweet.
I've never seen that jersey like that before at
Yeah,
all.
right? The color scheme is different on this one.
Ooh la la.
This is sweet. We've seen Papali in the room before, but not on an Eagles like white and
Yeah.
silver. That is sweet. You've got the which certification is that? Is that PSA? PSA, but it's the
That is JSA.
or, yeah, excuse me, JSA. JSA certification, but it is not the
Card.
not the card, but yeah, more of a
QR code situation.
thank you. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Gotcha,
I love
brother.
it.
I gotcha.
Ty Percival says that's clean, and that's coming from a Dallas fan. Yeah,
That's how you
honestly.
know. That's how you know.
Yeah, no doubt.
Unbiased right there.
Yeah, he's over that first Thursday night game of the year. But
Actually,
man, oh, man,
overcoming bias, if anything.
Honestly.
To say that.
honestly, it is very clean. Congratulations, Daniel. I'll get you written up there, my man.
Tag them and bag them.
Congratulations on buying out the whole break. I wonder which order number it is.
It's that one.
All right. Another successful jersey break. Captain Ken says, let's close that depth chart. It was 5 to go last time we
It
checked.
still is, and we still need to close it out.
We still do, because guess what, guys? We close that out. We'll probably get to another series very soon. And, I mean, it's not like it's a chore for us to close it out because
Because
You're either you're either going to get a $75 gift card, which is more than what you paid to jump in, or and whatever comes out in that last box, or you're going to upgrade whatever came out in that last box and get something even better, which would be Travis Hunter, Randy Moss, Dick Butkus, or Marshall Falk. Upgrade items. That's such a neat idea, you know?
I agree. But for real, yeah. I don't know, I'm looking forward to the next one of these, man. That was cool. Cool. I love a good gimmick. That's a big jersey. Is that going to fit back in that bag?
It is.
It's like trying to refold
yeah.
a map. Do you ever try to fold? You ever hold a map in your hands?
I'm not that young, but yes.
Mike, you ever had to go to mapquest.com
Yes.
and write down the directions to a place because you didn't have a printer?
Write down the direction. Well, no, I think I always had a printer.
Wow.
But,
Rich.
yeah, right? Yeah, silver spoon for sure.
God. I didn't realize I
Which
was
is
working with someone so
ironic 'cause
privileged.
my printer is actually not working right now, so I was actually going to borrow the UA one, but I forgot the things I needed to print. So I guess I'll be doing that tomorrow. All right, I forgot the stuff with me that I need to scan, is what I should say, because I can print anything. But as far as you mentioned MapQuest, back in the day, back when I was young, back in the day, my dad and I used to plan Halloween routes for decorated houses, and we would use MapQuest. Now MapQuest is a little outdated, and I use Google Maps, because Google Maps will also plot the points for you, and it's
There's no way
kind of
MapQuest
nice.
still is a thing, right?
I think it is.
No. I can't. I need this to not be true.
It wouldn't look as good if it was green. Yes, sir. That honestly, I like the way. Is it still a thing?
Still up and
Oh
running.
my gosh. I don't know anybody that uses it anymore. It's all Apple Map. Well, see, so MapQuest was the first one that I think you were able to plot multiple points. Google Maps was just, I mean, you got the Google car, so it was just nicer. Like you could see things better. You could plot multiple points and make multiple routes. And then you had Apple Maps on everybody's iPhone that was only able to do like 1 or 2 locations. And then they've changed it to now be a lot more like Google Maps. So I feel like a lot of people just use, add another stop on Apple Maps.
All right. Here's the thing. The MapQuest app is pretty fun looking.
Is it?
They really lean into the quest part of it, and it's all these little like 8-bit little characters.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, they got to do
Okay.
something to
This
kind
is actually kind of charming.
It is quite literally a map quest.
This is fun. Choose your questy.
Oh my god!
Okay, map quest.
It's like playing Dungeons and Dragons, but like in real life.
basically.
That's awesome. Well, guys, we are coming up to the 11 o'clock mark. We've done 2 jerseys. We do not have a Chase wheel spin yet because that is our college lottery. We are 5 to go in the depth chart. I'm going to need something to close out by 11 o'clock. So you have 10 minutes if we want to stay on. If not, Rip and I will take a little bit of a hiatus. And then, Rip, you will be back at
Yeah, I was
noon.
gonna say you're gonna take a much longer hiatus than I will.
I will be back tomorrow morning. But there is a week coming up at the beginning of October where I'll be filling in for Rip, so you get to see a little bit more of me. But for now, Rip will be. Who are you on with at noon? Is it Robbie?
Dom.
Dom. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, 10 more minutes, guys. Unless we are breaking, and then we can keep things rolling. Yesterday, at the very end of our show, we broke a quad box out of nowhere. I did say I was going to eat some stale gum, and I did eat that stale gum.
You did.
But I will say, we don't have that promise today, but a quad box could still be broken, or we just you get those 5 spots in the depth chart. The depth chart's $61 to get into. 5 spots is not asking too much, and you're going to go home with an upgrade or a $75 gift card plus whatever is in that final box. That was a little bit of a mixer series, so we could have minis in there, we could have jerseys, we could have full-size helmets as well, whether that is a replica or an authentic. Either way, you're going to go home with something cool. There's a guarantee if you win that last depth chart box that it is something cool, plus the $75 gift card or an upgrade, which is even cooler. So there we go. Dom entering the room now. How's it going, my man? They must have stole all the extra chairs in this room. Dom will just have to sit on a table or find the floor. There you go.
I would not sit on
That
that
one's a
table.
folding table. I don't know if I'd choose that one. But we're keeping these seats warm for him at the moment, but we will be switching out if we are not breaking, guys. So jump on in here. Let the chat know what you want to break, because that way people will kind of know what you're jumping into. Sometimes it's hard to look at the chat and look at the actual break page at the same time. I understand. So take out some of the guesswork by letting people know, hey, I jumped into this. This is moving. Come on in and join me. We've got quite a bit in some of those smaller series that would be easy to close in the next 8 minutes. That would be the practice squad, the minis, or the jerseys. Minis, 26 boxes, 11 headliners. We have not done those. Jerseys now down to 11 boxes and 6 headliners. So over a 50% ratio in that one. And then, of course, the practice squad, 23 boxes, 9 headliners. But we've got 4 speed flexes and a slab card still available. And not just any slab card, a rookie Emmitt Smith slab card. That is sweet. So those would all be hot hits to jump into. We could also jump into that college lottery as our Chase wheel spin. College lottery currently sitting at 11 entries for that Patrick Mahomes. 10 boxes that have headliners. So one of those headliners at the very least is going to have also an entry. So you could hit a headliner. My guess, and I'm just doing this because of how it looks like on the board, we have one secondary headliner, and that's Xavier Legette. My guess is if you pull a Xavier Legette in a unphotoed headliner, you're also coming away with one of those entries. So that would be sweet. You hit a headliner, you hit an entry, and if we close out, we would be closing out that series, you could get a Chase wheel spin. Robert is asking what's left in that college. That was kind of what I was talking about just there. The prize at the very end is the Patrick Mahomes ripped Texas Tech and Kansas City Chiefs Speed Flex. That, my friend, is the prize, and that has 11 entries to go. but we have 20 boxes and 10 headliners. So if you're doing the math, one of those headliners has to have an entry for the Mahomes in it. My guess is it would be the lone secondary headliner in Xavier Legette. But as far as photoed headliners go, we still have plenty of speed flexes in there. The Ray Lewis speed flex, that is that ripped Miami University and Baltimore Ravens speed flex. The Josh Allen is in there as well. That is a really nice Wyoming Cowboys lid. I love that logo, that bucking bronco with the cowboy on top on the side. But then also, we've got Bo Jackson on the Speed Flex. That is a Heisman, so it's all gold. Heisman Bo Jackson. Justin Herbert is in there on a ripped Oregon Ducks and Chargers Speed Flex. The Chargers is kind of that salute to service style. Actually, it is that salute to service style. And then the Ducks yellow is what is coming through. Calvin Johnson on a Speed Flex. Megatron, half Georgia Tech, half Lions. That thing is nasty. You've got the honeycomb pattern on there for the Yellow Jackets as well. That just works. I mean, we've seen that honeycomb pattern on a couple different things now, but man, oh man, that Calvin Johnson, being that it's a Yellow Jackets hit, that would be chef's kiss. Too perfect.
Mwah!
Bruce Smith is in there on that Virginia Tech lid. He also has the inscription on there, the Sack Man on a Speed Flex. How about some authentics? The only authentics we have left in the headliners, Justin Jefferson. Oh, yeah, only one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the game. And LaDainian Tomlinson is in there as well. Justin Jefferson is on that LSU Tigers lid. That's that bright yellow. That's really nice. LaDainian Tomlinson in there as well. But also another Lion, in addition to that Megatron hit, Aiden Hutchinson. Everybody really wanted the Hutch. Well, Hutchinson is ripped with two things Michigan worthy, Michigan University and the Lions from Detroit itself. So that's a nice Speed Flex rip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Speed Flexes still available amongst those 10 headliners. Are you listening to what I'm saying right now?
Listen to this man.
7 Speed Flexes in
Not to yell at
10
you.
headliners and 11 entries. So one of those headliners is also going to have an entry into the Patrick Mahomes. Can you imagine if you hit us? If you maybe say you got into a double, right?
Hold on. I'm trying to imagine.
Say you got into a double.
Okay.
You hit a Speed Flex,
Yeah.
because there's 7 of them there. They're super prevalent in that series still.
Yep.
The other hit you get is that Xavier Legette,
Yeah.
that secondary headliner.
Yeah.
And that comes with an entry to win a Patrick Mahomes ripped Speed Flex. And then next thing you know, you win the Patrick Mahomes ripped Speed Flex. You're going away with 3 helmets.
Yeah.
A Speed Flex, a Xavier Legette authentic, and a Texas Tech plus Kansas City Chiefs ripped Patrick Mahomes Speed Flex. I mean, that would be the ultimate winning right there.
Winning.
So, guys, we only have about 2 more minutes here. I am going to wrap things up. Rip, did you have anything else to talk about for the show? Anything you
Well,
want to make
I sure did, but we're out of time.
Oh, no. Well, he'll have to bring it to you in the noon. Ty Percival says, Rip's killing me. It is a good teaser for noon, because there is some more that I think Rip has to tell you. I don't know. I just go.
I mean, it could be nap time for Jeff August, because I feel like I've done a little fine tuning on some extracurricular activities. If y'all don't want to break nothing.
We didn't run down too much of the Twitter space stuff. So.
No. Well, it was a thing I was trying to do yesterday. It was based off a game we used to play on the old wrestling podcast I used to do. But I was trying to do it on the fly, and it's the kind of thing you got to prepare for.
So
it
do
was
have something to tell us at noon.
It was a lot of dead air, and it was poorly executed because it was spur of the moment.
Not built for.
And of course, Jeff August being Jeff August, made sure we knew about it.
Well, that'll about do it for us here at the 9 o'clock hour. It is 11 o'clock, so we are going to be jumping off. Thank you again for jumping in with us. Make sure you follow us on all of our social medias. You'll get those signature points as well. And by social media, I mean Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, but also Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So that you can, I think I said Instagram as well, but Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube are the ones that we stream on. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you get a chance to get notified about all of our shows here. We have 9 a.m. shows, noon, 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. shows, and every Friday we have that After Dark, which in my book, technically Saturday, since it's at midnight. That's technically that's Saturday, but I know you're still up, so that's still technically your Friday night. But jump into all of those. You don't want to miss a moment here at the break room. Get your spots before noon. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see you at the noon show. For my co-host and producer, Rip Camelucci, thank you for holding it down. I am Mike Napolitano, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning.